So, very good afternoon, dear students. In this session, I would like to teach you how you are going to start with our Python. Okay. In our previous two sessions, we have discussed about what is programming language and why are necessary and how to handle that programming languages, right? And how we can able to make a programming language to be available in our machine. It's like a framework where you can able to get or download from your internet resource, so that particular executable file will be called as a framework of that particular programming language. When you are utilizing that file, it will have all the essentials which will be helpful to you to run the program on that particular framework. Okay, so as we have discussed, today we are going to know what is Python, how to get a Python framework, and how we can able to work with a Python framework. This is the thing that we are going to see in this session. Okay, and latest Python version which you can able to download from internet resources 3.9 is currently. Okay, so where you can able to getting download, I already we have discussed. There is a website which is called python.org, where you can able to download all the Python related documents, how you can able to use the Python, which are all the things have been clearly discussed in that particular document. Okay, also where you can able to find executable files for Windows or different operating systems. You can download those things as per the current standard, current version. There is 3.9 Python is there, and I suggest you would go with the 3.7 or 8. So 3.9 is still beta. There may be some issues maybe arises when you are executing programs and all. Okay, so you can go with 3.8 or 3.7 in order to make your Python execution, and make sure that you are downloaded from that python.org. After downloaded it, you can install that particular program, particular framework in your machine. From that you can access the Python programming application programmings, and you can create or modify or doing anything over that the particular framework. I will show you how you can able to download, how to install, and how you can access that particular Python application framework in order to create your own program and execute it as well as. Okay, now you can look at this address bar in your web browser, and I have created my I have gone through my web browser Chrome. In my browser I have clicked on so I have given the address python.org. If you need to give, you just look at this https:// www.python.org/downloads. Okay, so in this website you can able to get download your own Python framework for your machine. Okay, so look at here in download, you can have a number of operating system files there. So you can download source code, the Python source code, because it is open source. Anybody in the world can able to access the source code and modify this source code, and you can create and publish your own language with some other name. Okay, so that is the thing which we can say, this is open source platform, anybody can able to download without license. So Microsoft is not open source, as you know. In order to install the Microsoft operating system, that means Windows 8 or Windows 9, Windows 7, whatever it may be, any Windows version, if you want to install on your machine, you have to pay, right? It is a licensed one. They are earning from that, from their product. But in Python it is a little bit different. It is not a sorry, okay, but what we can say, it is not a purchasable one, it is a free one. You can able to utilize that. Okay, anybody can utilize that, where you can download your copy for Windows or Mac OS or other platforms, Linux or Unix, so Ubuntu or any platform you could able to use for this. Okay, so in order to make, if it is your Windows 9.0, when you click on this button, you will file will be getting downloaded. Based on that, you can download this Otherwise, if you have looked for a different version, you just click for this download. Okay, Windows. I'm going to look for some other Windows applications. It's not responding. Why? It's looking okay. So I'll show you how it is processed. It's on the process. Okay. Uh, so once after you have clicked, you will have different type of versions here. You just can click on that particular version whatever you need, so that you can able to download the particular version for your machine. Okay, so once if you are click on that, you will get the file in your downloads. You can able to get it. Since I have downloaded 3.7, I will show you where I have getting downloaded, and I have my own copy in my machine. I will show you how it does looks like. Okay, now you can see this. I have downloaded Python 3.7 for my Windows 64-bit operating system, and I have copied that Python framework in my F directory, where I have a directory softwares. So in this directory I have pasted here. Okay, once if you are click on this, okay, the Python 3.7.0, this is your framework. It looks like this. It's an application. Once if you are click on this, okay, you will have an installation wizard. Followed with that, you will have installation wizard. It's processing. Wait for that. So now it's came right. You can look at this. This is an installation wizard. Since I have already installed this process, it looks like as modify. If you are a new, it will show the first option, modify, repair, and uninstall. There are three options for your installation wizard. Mode up to select the directory. So once if you are select the directory, it will show the button install at the bottom of the right corner. So when you click on that, your Python framework will getting installed. Okay, so after installation has been getting completed, I hope that earlier in our earlier class I shown you how to install a software package, right? So after there are few steps to be more when you are clicking the install in our first option, which maybe exist. Okay, if you are if you are doing a fresh installation, so when you click on the install, it will have a few more steps. So it will ask for your directory, it will ask for your creating shortcuts on the desktop, and will ask for the memory mapping on your hard disk, and all those things getting complicated. It's just simply click next. Okay, so once if you are clicking the next, it will finally giving you a button install and asking you to press that install button. Once if you press the install button, you will be get the framework on your machine. Okay, so after getting that framework in your machine, you can open as follows. I will show you how to open the things. So now I have installed a Python 3.7 64-bit setup for my machine, and I will show you how to open the machine Python framework, and how to do the work over there in that Python framework. Okay, now I have installed my Python. So after installation, when I'm clicking the start menu, okay, there is search bar. In search bar, if you are type Python, okay, it will show you a framework which has installed in your machine. Okay, which is shown like Python idle. Okay, so wait for it's getting opened. A few seconds will be there. Okay, once if it's getting opened, I will show you how to make work with the Python. Okay, I hope that yeah, it's getting opened. It is looking at this, there is thing idle. Okay, Python 3.7.3.7 64-bit. Okay, for this framework is for your machine. Okay, you can able to click on this idle, so that it will gives you two opportunities. Okay, there are two modes you can able to execute your Python. One is called interactive mode, the another one is called scripting mode. Okay, so what about the interactive mode and scripting mode? When you are using the interactive mode, you can able to execute the line by line execution. That means it will be act as an interpreter So when you are writing a single line, that line will be processed and the output will be displayed. Or if you want to like bulk of lines as a program, you have to go with the script mode. I will show you how it is getting processed. So I'm going to click on this idle. It will getting open under this wait. So after open it, I will show you what is there. Okay, so I'm waiting for this. Just wait. Okay, it's get opened now, right? So look at here, this is a Python shell. It is called interactive mode of Python scripting. Okay, so in this you can type something as a Python script, so that the Python script will be getting. I'm going to instruct to my compiler, Python compiler, sorry, interpreter, in order to print the value 5, so that I have to use the command print. Within that print, I have to, sorry, I just clicked enter, print print. Okay, until you enter, press, it will collect the values. So print, I'm just want to going to print 5. So within this function print, I just gave the value 5, so that my interpreter will recognize this, and it will print the value 5. So look at here, when I'm giving the value 5, it's did only one single value, that is, the 5 has getting printed. Okay, if I want to print a character value, print a, so I have to mention it is a single code. So if I getting printed this, it will print. So or otherwise, if you want to print a character, you just can able to use double quote 2. This is also will getting print. Okay, so in order to print the thing a without a double quote, so look at here what it will do. So it will not print anything, right? It will look at the error. So a is a not defined. So in such a cases, you cannot able to use the variables. That means you can directly print the value, or directly print the character, or directly print the string also. You can able to print uh, your name if you want to print your name. Okay, so I'm just going to print. Okay, I just keep the name, remember, Bhuvanesh. Okay, so I have given his name, Bhuvanesh. Okay, so I'm going to print this. Okay, so Bhuvanesh will getting printed. Okay, this is called a string. So collection of character will be called as a string. Okay, so single alphabet which will be called as a character in our programming language. Okay, we have printed a string, we have printed a what we can set, we can print a character. So in order to make uh, a variable to print, so a is a variable where we can able to assign any number of values, but we have not defined the variable here. That's why it's not getting printed. It shows the array is not defined. So this is what the thing in mode. This is an interactive mode. Every line of our program will getting executed. Okay, so the new line will not be permitted. So once if you are write a single line, and if you are pressing the enter key, it automatically interprets, and whatever the functionality has given in that particular line will be executed. That's the thing has happened here. So Python, you can execute the Python script in two modes. The first mode is set as interactive mode, so where you can able to type a single line. After entering, so after press the enter key, it will getting processed and executed according to the statement which I have given. Okay, and then the second mode is set as a script mode. So if you want to do it in a script mode, you just want to click a file, new file. So when you are click on the new file, it will open to like this. So where I can give certain things, what I can able to do. So a equal to 5, so I have assigned the value 5 to the variable a. Okay, after that I would like to print the value a, so it will getting printed. Okay, so for that I would like to save this file, where I can save this file. Save. Yes, it's a save. So I have clicked on save. We shall wait for that. Okay, now we got it. So I am going to save this file in desktop as a name PyPGM. Okay, so PyPGM I'm going to save in this name. this is a Python file, that's why I have saved it. I have chosen the Python file, or otherwise you have to choose all files with the extension. You have to give py, okay, or otherwise we can choose simply Python file, it will getting saved. Okay, so desktop I have saved it. After saved it, I just want to execute this. Going to this run menu, I'm going to run this module, so it printed the file. Okay, from this you can see this C uses Swayam desktop. In this desktop there is a program PyPGM. This program is getting executed so that the program output is displayed here. So the output shown area, this area will be the interpreter's console. Okay, it will be called as interpreters console, where in the console you will see the output of any particular program. If you want to look at that particular program, you just go with the open menu and you can find where it is available. So I'm going to show you in desktop. Yeah, see, there are two programs I have created as a Python file. Those programs are available in my desktop, right? So accordingly you can able to, if your program contain more than 2 or 3 lines, so if you have bulk of lines to in order to execute your particular program, so that you can go with the script mode. In order to go to script mode, you just want to click the file menu, new file, where you can click the new file. So your new file will be created. After that you have to type all the line of codes and then saved it. Finally you just click on the in a run method, you just click on the run module, so new, where there is a run menu, here you can just click on the run module, so your output of that particular program will be shown in this console area. Okay, in this way you can able to execute that particular program in a Python after installing it. Okay, I hope that you may clearly understand what we have done in our session. This 15-minute session I have shown you how to get your Python a framework from your internet source. After that you just can able to click on that installation file, so that your installation wizard will be opened. Based on that installation wizard's instruction, you can install the framework on your machine. After installing it, you can access that framework from the start menu. After accessing that, you can code in two ways. One is interactive mode, the another one is script mode. In those two ways, I hope that you may practice on this for this class session. Okay, so I hope that you will do all those things. If you have any doubt, you please don't be shy, please contact me, so that we can able to clarify all the things with you. Okay, thank you.